In these modern societies, staying up late is more and more popular, especially with students. Staying up late means that people go to bed after 11 p.m. and don't need to know if they have enough sleeping or not. The problems here are why students stay up late, what are the benefits of staying up late, and what are the solutions for students. This week, I will answer these questions. At present, student self-study becomes extremely important. It means that there are a lot of homeworks which are addressed and students have to complete them. However, many students say that they cannot get up early to study and the late night atmosphere is very quiet, making them focus on study better than daytime. Most students today stay up late till 1 to 2 a.m. in the next morning and get up only at 10 a.m. if they do not have a morning lesson. If they have to go to school in the morning or attend private tutoring classes to prepare for the exam, they would have to get up at 6 a.m. and turn up in the class at 6:30 or 7 a.m. Some other students stay up late to online, or today are running the show, classwork, part-time job, and club activities. In the evening, they turn on the computer and fight until morning to chat on Facebook, watch movies, or even play games. Sometimes they oversleep and computer till turn up to morning. At the same time, a small number of students stay up late for messaging. This has been familiar with the students. Most students today have a cell phone to contact with family or friends. Messaging function now not only is for informing the important things, but also becomes an effective tool for students. Of course, to be able to send messaging, the students had to spend a sum of money to buy recharge cards. It was horrible. There are too many things to say. Sending a message at midnight and waiting for a new message, it means that students have to stay up late. Especially, some students say that no, staying up late is not a student. Staying up late takes a lot of energy for several activities, that makes our hunger sooner. Therefore, students have the habit of eating fast food like noodles, cakes, and sausage. Besides, some students also use coffee or tea to stay up late and study, but this will negatively impact to the health. As you can see, this class begins in the early morning, but it doesn't have many students. Some of them seem pretty tired and not ready for the lesson. Whether they stay up last night, let's interview them. Chào bạn. Bạn có thể giới thiệu về bản thân mình được không?
Chào bạn, mình là Điếu, hiện mình đang là sinh viên năm tư khoa ngoại ngữ học khoa ngữ đại học Thái Nguyên.
Bạn có hay phải đi học vào buổi sáng sớm như thế này không?
Thỉnh thoảng.
Bạn cảm thấy như thế nào khi mà bạn phải thức dậy sớm và đi đến trường?
Tôi cảm thấy rất là mệt mỏi. Đó là một điều tồi tệ đối với tôi.
Hình như là bạn đã ngủ chưa đủ giấc như vậy.
Đúng rồi, bởi vì tôi phải làm bài tập để tôi phải thức đêm để làm bài tập để chuẩn bị cho ngày buổi sáng ngày hôm sau.
Vậy bạn đã ngủ trong bao lâu?
4 tiếng, từ 2 giờ sáng đến 6 giờ sáng.
Vâng, thực ra đó là lý do mà tại sao mà bạn trông có vẻ chưa sẵn sàng cho buổi học ngày hôm nay đúng không? Vâng, rất cảm ơn bạn đã tham gia phỏng vấn.
Qua mình mất ngủ, mình thức đêm.
Vậy bạn thức để làm gì vậy?
Mình không ngủ được nên mình thức để trò chuyện cùng bạn bè và chơi game.
Most students stay up late are going to class on the next day with tiredness and sleepiness. As a result, they cannot concentrate and understand the lesson, even sleep or absent during the lesson. Therefore, the study result will be much reduced. Feeling tired is perhaps the most common symptom of staying up late. When people feel really tired, their bodies and minds cannot function normally. We all know that Sleep is as important as food and water to the human body. Other symptoms include constant yawning, poor concentration, and tendency to doze off. People's reactions are slower and they tend to eat more, satisfy their hungry stomachs. This leads to gaining weight as they end up eating more than those who sleep early. Not only that, staying up late also has great influence on the health of students, such as reduced memory, difficult to focus on work, ringing the ears, dizziness, blurred eyes, central nervous drowsiness, taste bud sluggishness, less in eating, unpalatable. Skin is pale, lifeless, loss of oils, sometimes grainy and pimples, dark circles under the eyes. Staying up late or sleepiness could lead to risk of overweight, diabetes, and hypertension because of eating at night.
As you have seen, staying late has many benefits to the health and life of students. To avoid this, students should consider arranging a schedule and timetable by reasonable way to the health. As a result, you can use Facebook, watch movies, and play games during free time that you have arranged. Simultaneously, you should try to review messages at night with other reasons like your telephone run out of money or battery. You cannot talk anymore because you are sleepy, and let's talk on the next day. Or you can turn off your cell phone before you go to bed to avoid being bothered. Besides, drinking coffee or tea is a way to against sleepiness, but they are dehydrate matter of the skin effective. Therefore, you should drink a lot of water and eat food. So instead of drink coffee or tea, to avoid damaging stomach and hold moisture to the skin. To sum up, students should not stay up late because if you do not have a good health, a good eyes, and comfortable and lucid spirit, you cannot finish your work well. It plays an important role to the success. And I am Hương Giang from 5S TV. Thank you for watching and see you next week. Goodbye.
Studying so much as well as trying to get a good height makes students to be stressful. Therefore, each student can choose an attractive activity to join in, which help you to interact with the others, realize and improve their soft skills like communication skills or teamwork skills. Now, I will show you some useful activities for students.
At the beginning of the program, MC had mentioned this topic. So do you wonder what colorful line of student is? Now follow me to discover it. I'm Đặng Thắng, reporter at TV channel. I'm studying at Thái Nguyên University of Information and Communication Technology on Saturday. This dress is quite as I thought, excitement, funny, and proud afterwards to describe this place. I think Saturday is day off for all students. So what did you do on Saturday? Just watching television or sleeping? Have you feel a little bit bored? Just stay at home just make you creative. As well as give you real experiences. Many activities are waiting you to discover it.
Such as playing football, volleyball, or drawing some cars.
student's life is colorful. Now I will interview a student to know what activities they choose on Saturday. Chào em, chị là phóng viên của kênh STV. Chị có thể hai chúng ta có thể có một cuộc trò chuyện nhỏ nhỏ được không? Vào ngày cuối tuần thì em làm gì ở đây? Trông em có vẻ khá là nóng đúng không? Em vừa mới được thủ tục về.
Dạ vâng, em vừa mới chạy xung quanh hồ.
Dạ, có một số ý kiến cho là ở nhà thì sẽ tốt hơn là tham gia những cái hoạt động như thế này, em nghĩ sao?
Em thì em không nghĩ như vậy đâu ạ.
Thế tại sao lại mình không nghĩ như thế?
Một tuần thì em học 6 buổi trên trường. Những cái khoảng thời gian dành cho những cái hoạt động như thế này sẽ giúp em giải tỏa thư giãn đầu óc, giải tỏa tinh thần và tiếp thêm năng lượng để giải quyết một số vấn đề trong cuộc sống.
Dạ, thú thật là khi mà chị còn là sinh viên thì chị rất ít khi tham gia những hoạt động như thế này. Cuộc trò chuyện của em thực sự rất là thú vị. Cảm ơn em vì đã tham gia cuộc trò chuyện này.
I worked out this campus a lot of club here. However, some people are speaking English make me pay attention. On the day off, they are studying, aren't they? Now come close to get the answer.
Student who is member of English clubs. Các bạn cảm ơn có bận không? Không, mình là phóng viên của kênh STV. Mình có thể hỏi bạn em được không? Bạn tên là gì? Mình tên là Hải. Thế bạn tham gia cái câu lạc bộ này được bao nhiêu lâu rồi?
Mình tham gia được 3 tháng trước.
Thế bạn có thường xuyên tham gia câu lạc bộ này?
Có, mình thường xuyên tham gia vào 2 lần vào một tuần, vào thứ Bảy và Chủ nhật.
Thế khi mà bạn gia nhập cái câu lạc bộ này ấy, thì cái chương trình nào mà bạn đã tham gia rồi?
Có rất nhiều chương trình em tham gia. Câu lạc bộ mình cũng có nhiều chương trình cho các thành viên. Mình nghĩ nó rất hữu ích cho mình.
Thế mà khi mà bạn tham gia những cái chương trình mà do câu lạc bộ tổ chức ấy, thì có ảnh hưởng gì đến các bạn không?
Mình nghĩ là không. Mình thấy nó giúp mình
Thế thì bạn cảm thấy như thế nào sau khi tham gia mỗi cái chương trình này?
mình thấy nó rất là hữu ích cho bản thân. Nó giúp mình cải thiện được nhiều kỹ năng, có thể tự tin đứng trước đám đông, có thể cải thiện kỹ năng nói giao tiếp.
Rất là cảm ơn bạn đã đồng ý tham gia với chương trình của mình, và mình hy vọng là bạn ở câu lạc bộ sẽ có những cái thành tích tốt hơn. Dạ. To decide both or alone, go out to find out some new things. This is a best chance for you to improve and open journalism at school. Try to have a person during your study in the university right now or never. I must do that. You will never regret about the decision.
The activities in universities are always useful and interesting for all students to relax and reduce stress. When I was a student, I also spent more time on participating in activities as well as the clubs is much strong. And these activities make me feel confident and communicate well. That's the reason why I can stand here and become an MC of French TV now. So long time talk about the student activities. We can move to the next topic right now. Street quizzes is also an interesting topic for all students. And today, it's time to discover and experience a street food tour in Thái Nguyên province, which is known as the heaven of street food with many delicious and street dishes.
Province is situated in northeastern Vietnam and contiguous to Hanoi capital. The climate in Thái Nguyên province is characterized by the cold, wet, and rainy seasons which are tropical and tropical monsoon climate. The weather includes the cycle of seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. that has created the diversity and richness of plant groups as well as animals. Thái Nguyên Province is distinguished as the third center for training human resources for our country following Hanoi capital and Ho Chi Minh City. Along with the development of economy, culture, and education, Thái Nguyên has the characterized street food attracting the people's attention with strengths and special dishes.
Kilometers away from Hanoi and next to Pearl River, Thái Nguyên Province is not only a center of education, culture, and industry, but also has a rich and diversified cuisine with the familiar street food. Here, we can find abundant ingredients like sweet potatoes, cassava, soybeans, black beans, or green beans to create the amazing street food. Today, the Cuisine Channel will bring to you the special street food. Are you ready to discover Thái Nguyên street food with me? Okay, let's go!
Many people believe that the fruit made from it are usually expensive, but today, that opinion will be changed when you see the street food called grilled meat. This food is not only popular in Thái Nguyên Province, as well as all parts of the country, but also becomes the symbol of street food.
Now I'm standing before Thái Nguyên University of Information and Communication Technology, where it's known as the heaven of grilled food, especially the grilled meat. To understand more about this fast food, we come to Miss Duyên store and talk to her about the ingredients as well as the cooking ways. Now, let's go! Em được biết là chị bán hàng ở đây cũng được một thời gian khá là lâu rồi và rất là đông khách. Vậy chị có thể chia sẻ một chút bí quyết để làm nên những xiên thịt thơm ngon như này không ạ?
Cũng không có gì, chỉ đơn giản là chúng ta hãy lấy thịt lợn mà tươi mới thì nó sẽ được ngọt thịt hơn, và nên lấy cái phần thịt nạc vai ấy thì nó sẽ mềm thịt hơn.
Vâng. Vậy thì món thịt xiên này có cần thêm những gia vị hay là nước sốt gì không ạ?
Có, chủ yếu là những cái gia vị bình thường của mình ăn, với cả cho kèm thêm ít giềng sả vào để cho nó dậy mùi hơn em ạ.
Vậy thì một xiên này có giá bao nhiêu hả chị?
3.000 một xiên.
Vâng, em cảm ơn chị ạ. Em chúc chị sẽ có một ngày bán hàng đông khách và thuận lợi ạ. Vâng. I have just had a stop talk with Miss Duyên about the ingredients as well as the cost of grilled meat. The store opens from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. If you have free time, you can come here to enjoy the delicious, nutritious and cheap grilled meat. And now it's the time for enjoy the delicious grilled meat. It's done very well. It's one to what to say now. Perfect.
Leaving the sweet taste of the mixed cures, let's move to a nearby location to enjoy a very familiar dish, that is tàu phở. Tàu phở nowadays is not only common in the countryside, but also has become one of the most favorite drink in the city and the trend for young people now. At the corner of street, there is more vendors selling very famous tàu phở. Now we go to Mrs. Yin to study how to attract customers to enjoy it.
Tàu phở bình thường chỉ có tàu phở không thôi, nhưng ở đây cô cho thêm đỗ đen, đỗ xanh, thạch thì làm cốc tàu phở của mình trở nên ngon và mát hơn, ăn được ngán hơn. Tàu phở truyền thống thì đã ngon rồi, nhưng mà ở đây thì cách pha chế tàu phở có thêm rất là nhiều các hương vị và nguyên liệu khác nên đã làm cho cốc tàu phớ trở nên ngon hơn.
Soybeans are considered as the key ingredients of tàu phở and the food supply for almost people in Vietnam. Thousands of years ago, the locals in the countryside have applied a traditional technique that uses the stove mortar. And now, although the society is more and more developing, this technique is still used. Whenever you eat a bowl of tàu phở, you will be able to understand more about the traditional culture of our country.
To attract a lot of customers, especially the students, Miss tàu phở with black beans, green beans, black jelly, peas, and corn. These ingredients will make this food more tasteful. All these things can be added to this food to make an inviting refreshment in summertime. Today, tàu phở is not only a kind of street food, but also is able to reach a wide range of customers.
Today, we had a great time to discover and experience Thai Nguyen street food, green meat and tàu phở. I hope that after this program, each of you can understand more about the cuisine, people as well as the culture of Thai Nguyen. If you have free time, you should come here to try tasting this food. I'm sure that you will be the big fan of this food when you eat them in the first time. And now, this is time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week with the cuisine of Nam Định province. Goodbye.
The information about Thai Nguyen street food is the last topic today. And now, I would like to talk again the familiar interactive manner. All of you can interact with us through our fan page on Facebook, facebook.com/StudentsCamera-TV. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye and see you next time.
Sometimes you wonder, what if you could rewrite the moment? Sometimes I figure, there's another lacking imperfection. Sometimes you've been hurt, then you learn a thing about and feel more. Sometimes you've been bored, waste a life through hate. Always be amazed, always take a risk, always give